Alright everyone, welcome to today's charting session. Okay, sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we look at either yung mga trending names and we get that list from Instagrams. You usually find it on the right hand side of your screen if Instagrams yung gamit nyo na charting provider or charting app. Or we take chart requests or we do a mixture of both. And today's no different, no? We're gonna do a mixture of both again. And we're gonna start with WLCON. Okay, so ano nga ba nangyari sa WLCON? WLCON, nagkaroon tayo ng severe pullback here, no? Kitang-kita yung pullback niya. Okay, it came back into this area of consolidation from before. Itong area na to. So we tagged it. Nag-consolidate tayo above it. And today, we were able to break back up above tong 30 pesos na resistance. So what we want to see from here, if we're bullish ng WLCON, is we want to see it hold around this area na. Okay lang mag-dip ng konti below, but we want to see it hold above this area of consolidation here. If it can hold above that area of consolidation there, okay, then from there, possibly push higher. Then, since wala naman tong resistance to the left, diba, what we're looking at is either yung high at 40 pesos or perhaps kung mas conservative, as a target, pwede rin yung 35. Okay? Kasi dun yung highest close. Ito yung highest na naabot ng price, pero ito yung highest na close. However, I would be remiss if I don't remind you na yung itsura niya, pwede pa rin siyang technically speaking, maging weird na head and shoulders pattern. So, just something to watch out for lang. Okay? What we don't want to see from here sa WLCON is for price to come back down, break below tong 27.8 na area, tag it from underneath, see that hold, then go to a new low. Pag ganon, then highly likely we come back to revisit tong structure ng lows dito, 25.3, 25 pesos na area. And if that breaks again, then we're possibly looking at 22.10. So, yes, it's good. Nag-breakout tayo from this mini consolidation here, but instead na focusing solely lang sa positives, I just want to remind people na yung possible na negatives. Not that I'm saying na I'm bearish ng WLCON, Okay, in fact, we printed the higher low here and it could just push higher from where we are right now. Paalala lang para handa tayo sa lahat ng scenarios kung nagkataon. Sa mga nakabili ng WLCON from way back before, tapos hindi na-trigger yung mga trail stops nyo and you're still holding, then of course, congratulations pa rin sa inyong lahat. You're making gains from your investment, so that's good for you, no? Just sa paalala lang na make sure you obey your discipline, you follow your stops para kung sakali man na mahit yon, hindi natin maibabalik sa market yung karamihan ng gains natin. Okay? Next, let's take a quick look at PHA. So PHA, we just looked at this the other day, no? But may multiple requests kasi ako na-receive, so I decided to do one more. So, we were saying na we broke out here and we wanted price to stay above na sana nitong area na to. Unfortunately, ang nangyari, the next day, price came back, reclaimed this level, yung 90 cent na level, then tested it from underneath, tapos tested it from underneath again, tapos ayaw pa. So, today, nag-test na naman tayo doon sa 90 cents, hindi pa rin siya nababasag. On the flip side, we are forming higher highs and higher lows, albeit in a very short-term perspective, no? But what price does from here, we still don't know. I would still like to see it close firmly above 0.9 and start holding above that. Then from there, mag-iiba ng konti assessment natin. Kailangan na natin mabasag tong 97 na level para mag-open up tong range sa taas na portion up to 1.06. Since dyan tayo huling nag-iwan ng swing high. Diba? So, kunyari, ganito siya. We want it to break higher. So, ito yung higher low mo. We want a new higher high. Okay? What we don't want to see from PHA if we're bullish is mag-hold na to ng tuluyan, tapos mag-breakdown. Either we go back within this range muna, which is not the end of the world, but it's not the best of signs. Or, we might just break down, take out 80 to 79 na level, then from there, possibly come back and test 66. So, yun yung ayaw nating makita sa PHA. Alright? So far, it's on the fence. Hindi rin siya makadecide. No? I really wanna see it start trading above 0.9 bare minimum para umayos kahit papano. Gumanda yung chart. Kasi kung iisipin nyo, technically speaking, nag-flag yan eh. Tapos nag-breakout tayo sa flag. So dapat it should push higher. If it doesn't, then we need to start asking ourselves, bakit ayaw niya? Bakit ayaw niyang bumasag pataas? Nandyan naman yung bullish signals. Sabi nga, may low, higher low, high, higher high, low, higher low. Kung nandyan lahat yon, tas nag-break out from a flag, bakit ayaw niya tumuloy? So we need to ask ourselves that. Kasi usually, ang sagot doon, kung ayaw niya tumaas, edi gusto niya bumaba. Or wala, gusto niya mag-consume muna, ayaw niya muna gumalaw. Then kung ganun nga yung sagot, is it something that we really want to be into at the moment? Okay? Next, let's take a quick look at ABS, no? So, ABS, from yung pag-spike niya dito, okay, getting new 52-week highs, we've come back lower, okay, retested tong 15 pesos from underneath, briefly traded above it, okay, in this candle here, tapos reclaim agad with this candle, tong red candle na to, from October 20, we retested it from underneath no October 21, ayaw, and then we're pushing lower. So what we don't want to see is for price to break 14.3 to 14.2 na area altogether. Test it from underneath kasi baka mangyari nun is we come back and we retest this white area na. And if that white area can't hold, then yun nga, mas malalim na yung pwedeng mapuntahan ng price from there. We might come back to fill this gap and visit itong lower white zone sa baba. Yung bullish scenario naman is baliktad lang. So we wanted to at least break above tong zone na to dito. So sorry, pangit na drawing ko na lang, no? Parang sigarilyo, hindi. So break above that, start holding para may chance that we can retag yung 52-week highs and possibly push higher from there, reaching the next resistance level at 16.86. Okay? So guys, dumating na naman po tayo sa part ng video na maikiusap lang ako na if you like these videos, if you find them educational, if you find them helpful, or if you find them even mildly entertaining, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It's one of the few ways kasi for me to assess din kung talagang nakakatulong sa inyo yung content na pinoproduce natin. And syempre, yun naman yung goal. I love to teach, but I also want to be able to help you guys out in the process ng pagtuturo ko. Okay? Moving on, let's take a quick look at ACEN. So ACEN, nabuo, no? Yung tinitingnan natin na possibility na head and shoulders. But today, what happened was price tried to break above the high of yung right shoulder to try to possibly invalidate yung pattern. It even left a gap here and a gap there. Okay? Tapos, nag-close tayo today with, I know some people will say na, shooting star siya, baka mag-push down tayo lower from there. But structurally speaking, magulo siya. I'll be very honest. It's hard to get a read kapag ganito eh. Parang ayaw mag-decide ng price. It seems to be trying to form a wider range up here. Pero I'm not comfortable saying na, sige, yun na nga talaga ginagawa niya. Kasi it keeps trying to come back. It keeps trying to break. You need to understand na etong area na to. So let me just draw it in. This is an area of previous consolidation where price tried to push higher but failed and then collapsed quickly. Yan din yung tinatag natin on the way up. We tried to move up here, nabitin ng konti pero nag-resist. Today, we went back up there, binentahan ulit. So, mahirap sabihin outright na, hindi, sige, mababasag na yan next time. Or, hindi, sige, bababa na yan. So, what we do, as usual, is we prepare for potential scenarios. If price comes back down and breaks itong zone na to, 10.68 to 10.9 na area, test it from underneath, ayaw, mag-hold, breaks down. Pag ganon, I think, mas malalim na ang pwedeng pulutan nito. Maybe back to 10, maybe back to 9.6, maybe even lower, I don't know. I'll need to wait and see kung ano itsura ng structure if and when that should happen. Okay? However, if we can break up, close at least above tong 12.4 to 12.5 na area, let's be safer, above 12.6, so high of this, above the high of this candle, then I think tataas yung likelihood na we can break itong all-time high na to and push higher from there. As is, mahirap pang sabihin for me. It could come back, fill this gap, or maybe even this gap. Remember, bitin pa to ng konti. Okay, so if you look at it, bitin siya ng konti. See? Bitin ng konti. So it's possible na ma-fill tong gap na to and or ma-fill tong gap na to. Tapos saka palang pwedeng umangat ulit. Baka mag-form siya ng ascending triangle, something like this. Let me draw that in. Let me just remove these. So baka mag-form siya ng ascending triangle by doing that, like so. I don't know. All I know is so far, etong level of supply na to, nagre-reject tayo whenever we come back there. And para masabi natin na hindi na siya nagre-reject, kailangan mabasag. 'Di ba? So, pwede naman na yun nga, mag-clear tayo sa area na to, heighten the probability. But since we look at this very often naman, I'm sure mababantayan natin siya na magkakasama and matututo tayo at makakahanap tayo ng trade ideas together. Okay? And then finally, let's take a look at JFC. So JFC today printed new 52-week highs. Actually, kahapon din, no? Barely. So if you look at this here, we barely printed a new 52-week high. Today, we gapped up, broke above the next level of resistance, tapos binalikan niya yung gap na napag-usapan natin before, that one. So we've tagged the gap, but we have not filled it quite yet. Okay? If we can break above this level here, I think yung next potential target, as we discussed before, is 260. Then from 260, then the next one is around here. Just let me put a level in. Around there, sa 270 area. Then if we can break that again, dito na tayo sa 280.4. Okay? So somewhere around there. So 260, 270, 280. Alam ko medyo magkakalapit, pero wala eh. That's the hand that was dealt to us. Talagang yun yung nakikita nating mga levels. So, susundan lang natin at respetuhin lang natin yon, and we'll have to watch what price does should it ever get up there. What we don't want to see from here is for a price to quickly reject from etong gap without even filling it. Reject, break below this area of lows here, test it from underneath, hold. Then what happens is we likely revisit 208 again, or maybe lower. Kung mabasag yan, ang daming lows dito where liquidity could be stacked. Okay? Na baka pwedeng mabalikan ng price kung sakali man na mangyari nga yung ayaw nating mangyari. Alright? So that's it for our daily charting session for today, no? I hope na nakatulong or nagustuhan nyo tong video. And as always, guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!